It is May 21st, 2017. It is day 122 of the Donald Trump White House regime. Donald Trump touches the Illuminati glowing orb. He is now an official globalist. He has publicly gone through the ceremony to tell the masses that he is indeed with them, not with us. It truly is disgusting. We must look over the pictures and watch this. We must look at it, even though it will make us violently throw up. We must watch these criminals as they rub our noses in the dog shit. Look at them, entranced like some brainwashed Illuminati shill under some sort of MK Ultra program. Who knows how they did it? Maybe they put something in his drink, but Donald Trump has done nothing that he promised. Everything he promised, he's done the exact opposite. And look at this. He's in Saudi Arabia. He feels at home with these globalists while Americans suffer. Unbelievable. I am not sure who is advising Donald Trump to take these medals from dictator kings and to do globalist ceremonies touching a glowing orb. But whoever it is, he should get a super bonus raise from the Democratic corporation who owns him and his Israeli masters. It really is a shame. And what really disgusts me the most is what a hypocrite, what a damn hypocrite this Donald Trump is. Every single thing he ever said in the past, he has done the opposite. Claiming that Obama was a complete idiot and fool for touching his globalist orb. And look, oh no, no Illuminati here, no. Donald Trump is literally laughing at us. As I said before, he's rubbing our nose in it. He could care less about you coal miners and steel mill workers. He could care less about you people. In 2 hours, he will be flying to Israel, and that's really where it gets good. Because if you think you lost some money on this trip so far, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because by the time he leaves Israel, America is going to probably be $50 billion later. And who knows what they're doing in the back rooms where we're not looking. Yes, some of these deals now with the military-industrial complex, they have some contracts that the contracts are so expensive that they're no longer even going to tell Americans how big the contract is because they now say it's top secret. They don't want the enemy to know. They don't want the enemy to know what the price of the contract is. You know who the enemy is? You are the enemy. I am the enemy. The people who have to come up with that $1 trillion military-industrial complex program, we are the enemy because we might not want to pay the damn bill. But you think these people here give a shit? I mean, look at their faces. They don't even know the first thing about how it is to struggle, to not have a job, to not know where your next meal is coming from, how you're going to pay the rent. No, all these people talk about how much money do you got, how much money do you need, and what kind of assets do you have to back up our little loan we're going to give you. Yes, it's disgusting. Donald Trump says it's disgusting. Obama touches the Saudi orb. I would never touch the precious orb, despite its immense and alluring power. That was Donald Trump in 2012. Unbelievable. Here I'm not even going to talk about this orb anymore because it is that disgusting. What I'll say though, one last comment on the subject. When you have these presidents, senators, congressmen, and they go overseas and they fall for the royalty and the elites, the way they live, and they fall for the game. It's easy to fall for this trap of going. It's like of going on a vacation and doing whatever the royalty tells them to do. But here's the thing, they're not understanding that they are there representing America. They're representing the American Republic and what it stands for. And what it stands for is screw royalty. Yes, and dictators. To hell with dictators and royalty. They're not in our bloodline. No, we are fighters. We are warriors. We fought the kings. Our people died to free ourselves from the damn king. And after we freed ourselves from the king, we want to mind our own damn business. And that's what we send our politicians out there to do the business of the American people. Not the business of the Saudi kings. We don't send you overseas so you can bow your head and take the medal. We don't send you overseas so you can go to Israel and promise them another $20 billion. We don't pay you to go to Rome and bow down and shake the Pope's hand. The hell with all of them. The hell with the Pope. The hell with every one of them. What the hell's Americans supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Take our Snap card and go sit on the couch and watch the Kardashians? Apparently that's what they'd like us to do. But things are getting out of hand. Donald Trump lied to us way too much. Unbelievable. I don't think Americans will ever trust another politician who gets up there in front of them. We probably won't believe another damn thing that ever comes out of these people's mouths. And even Donald Trump claimed he was not a politician. Unbelievable. And did I mention that today there was no huge factory that broke ground that could employ 10,000 Americans? No, it did not happen. No, as Donald Trump is over there in Saudi Arabia, heading to Israel, and then he's probably going to bow down and wipe the Pope's feet, kiss his feet and kiss his ring. Does he care about factories? No. But there are more layoffs. No factories were built, but people are getting laid off every single day. A retail store shuts down. That's all we have left is retail stores. You have to be a servant in a retail store, but even those are getting shut down. And in the future, they'll have a robot that will service everybody. If you want to go in and buy a t-shirt or a pair of tennis shoes, you'll probably be talking to a robot. And if there ain't going to be any servant jobs, then what the hell's going to happen? If you do a Google on Donald Trump today, you get 355 million results in 0.68 seconds. Donald Trump tells the Muslims, drive out the terrorist. Drive them out. Unbelievable. I think Donald Trump doesn't understand. You see, when you're over there in their territory, this is their land, and he's saying, drive them out. The problem with that is you're driving your brothers, your cousins, your uncles, your fathers, your friends, your neighbors. These are the people that you're driving out. Where are you going to drive them to? And there'll be no one left. That's what Americans don't understand. It's 6,000 miles away from our homeland. We are over there telling them what to do. Think for one moment. In 1862, if Germany or France would have come to America and they would have told one side or the other, drive those terrorists out, drive them out. Drive them out of the world. Drive them out of your country. Drive them out of your community. Drive them out of the world. That's what Donald Trump is telling them. How would we feel if we had foreigners like Germany, France, Italy, or Spain who came into our country and told us to drive out our own people just because we didn't think the same? Sure, we had our differences. One side thought one way, the other side thought the other way. But you don't drive your brothers and your sisters and your uncles and your cousins and your fathers. You don't drive them out of your country and you don't kill them. That's what Donald Trump, that's what all the neoconservatives, that's what Lindsey Graham, John McCain, all the Republicans, all the Democrats for that matter, that's what they all want to do. They want to tell those people way, way over there in some God-forsaken desert, tell them what to do while we suffer here with no jobs. I mean, that's probably why everybody despises the Senate, despises Congress, and now we despise the president, because our problems are not over in the desert. Our problems are right here in America. Now get your ass back here and start firing some people, start firing some government workers, start eliminating some red tape, start eliminating some codes and fees and fines and permits. If you eliminate all this God-forsaken government bullshit, maybe, just maybe, there could be an entrepreneur that would get out there and open up a business. But who in the hell in their right mind today would open up a business today with so much government fees and fines and permits and red tape and insurance and God knows what you gotta jump through hurdles if you even wanted to open up a food truck, let alone a factory on the Ohio River? Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you politicians? Well, we already know that, don't we? Fascism combined with socialism, combined with the corporations telling us what to do. The corporations telling the government what to do. Corporations in bed with the government. Socialism, welfare. I mean, I could go on and on. But let's get on with the news. Donald Trump, well, we already talked about it. He tells the Muslims, drive your uncles and your brothers and your cousins out. But here's interesting here. Donald Trump telling Iran what to do. Donald Trump criticizing Persia when Persia had 70% of their people turn out for elections. 70%. Now, lately, Americans are so disgusted with their government that less than 50% are even voting. I don't vote. I'll go on record right now. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I will not vote for the left wing or the right wing of one huge, ugly Zionist bird. Yes, BB. They control the left side and they control the right side. And it's all a big game. You listen to the Young Turks, Alex Jones. They think they fight with each other. CNN fights with Fox. It's all a big dog and pony circus show. Hell. They had us fooled. They've had us fooled for a long time. Some of us waking up. I don't know how many are woke up. Probably less than 10%. I would figure out of Americans, possibly 5% of Americans understand that there's not one damn difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. They both want you to push the button and send the bombs overseas, red, white, and blue fireworks in the sky, and try to divert our attention away from our miserable existence of no job, that we have to get on our hands and knees and beg for welfare, a SNAP card. I mean, when are Americans totally going to get it? There's just not enough of us. There's just not enough of us to get it yet. I guess I'll tell you what's going to wake everybody up. I'll tell you what's going to wake everybody up. When the government goes broke. That's when, so we might as well root for it. These people sitting on the couch with their potato chips watching the Kardashians, they are not going to wake up until the government goes broke. And then they're going to look out the window and say, damn, I got to go get a job. But there ain't no job. Oh, I might have to buy a little lawnmower and go door to door and ask people if I can mow the grass. Hell, I might need to get a squeegee and wash some windows, go from business to business. Can I wash your windows for $10? Hell, you might have to sew. You might have to make a pot and a pan. Who knows what you're going to do, but you're going to have to do something when the government goes broke. And quite frankly, I'm almost looking forward to it at this point. If you're going to have the damn criminal politicians lie to you and keep on lying to you, the only thing that's going to put them down is when they go broke and they have no money. And then that's when the fun gets. That's when the fun starts. I mean, actually it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal beyond anything we can imagine. All I can tell you is head for the hills. Head for the hills. Have your little farm. Have you live in a little village where a community and you take care of each other. You have some local food around. You have water. It's going to get brutal. But I don't want to go off on a rant here. Let's continue on with the news. Yes, why don't we talk about a person of interest? That's what the rumor is. Everybody thinks in the Beltway, Washington, D.C. Beltway, they think Jared Kushner is a person of interest with the FBI investigation. And wouldn't that coincide with somebody who would delete all his social media tweets? That's the first thing the lawyers tell you. Delete all that shit. And then once you go through one of these things, the lawyers pretty much convince you you're not going to have any advantage. You get no benefits. There's no advantage at all to having a Twitter account. Look at Twitter. Look at the President of the United States. 2012. He tweets out, Obama's an idiot for touching the orb. And here we are, 2017, and Donald Trump is touching the orb. I mean, yes, maybe Donald Trump did tweet his way to the White House. But for most of us, tweeting everything you do every single day, I just don't see the advantage of it. Who gives a shit what you're doing at lunchtime? Who gives a shit what you did after dinner? I don't. Okay, then, let's go on with the news. Rubio says that the White House needs to reduce friction and drama. And the Oversight Committee says, I want every single note that the White House has on Donald Trump and the Russian meetings. This is an interesting story. They're now trying to say, oh, it's Melania who wants Spicer gone. I mean, they're going to come up with every single excuse in the book to get rid of Sean Spicer. Why don't they just tell us? It's not Melania. It's not Sebastian Gorka. It's not anybody. It's just he said the word Hitler, and he ain't allowed to say the word Hitler. He said the concentration centers. He's got to be punished. How dare little Spicer talk about Hitler? But no, they won't tell you the truth. They'll try to come up with every single excuse in the book to get rid of Spicer. The problem is, I think there's a lot of people out there who seem to like Sean Spicer. He's a likable fella. He's a likable guy. But the people in charge say, hell no, hell no. We ain't going to let no Gentile get on TV talking about Hitler like that, talking about concentration centers. Concentration centers. Now get him out of here. I don't care. Replace him with some sexy girl from Fox News. I don't care who you replace him with. Get that damn Spicer out of there. That's what Donald Trump's masters are telling him. But now they're going to try to blame it on Melania. Oh, this is really good. A really good dog and pony circus show, that's for sure. All right, let's get on with this dog and pony show. They're trying to divert our attention away. Every time we look around, just divert our attention away from whatever the truth is. It says here that people are worrying about all the vacancies in the Donald Trump White House regime. Like I said before, Donald Trump in 2 hours, or by the time you hear this, he'll be on his way to Israel. I'm sure Israel will have their hand out, begging just begging like they always do. Okay, let's wind her down with some more miscellaneous news. VP Pence was doing a speech. All the college kids walked out on him. The politicians, people are losing respect for politicians. I mean, what do you expect? Lying to us, spending our money, and then Donald Trump reneging on something else. He never wants to say the words. Who gives a shit about the word? Just get us out of there. Bring them home. Bring them home and start building some factories. We're not going to go into that again. Here's a good. This is one pretty girl here. Pippa, whatever her name is, Pippa Middleton. Now that is one beautiful English lady, and congratulations, she just got married. Prince Harry brought his Hollywood American girlfriend to the party. And we'll just look it down here and see if we can find any other interesting news to wind this segment down today. This is day 122 in the Donald Trump White House regime. McMaster says, maybe we won't talk about that word anymore. These people, they're talking about words. When my brothers and sisters don't have any jobs and they're talking about words, I mean, are these people insane? Like I said, no wonder Congress is hated. No wonder we hate the senators and every politician. The reason why Donald Trump got elected because we thought he was not a politician. Turns out he is a politician. And he's just going to give Lockheed Martin and all the other military industrial complex bloodsuckers, he's going to give them contract after contract. Here, sell Saudi Arabia $350 billion in bombs so I can say I did something. What a bunch of idiots. Morons. I don't have strong enough words. I literally don't have strong enough words. This is a family show that I can call these morons in public They're not public servants. They think they rule over top of us. That's the problem. They should be public servants. They should be serving us, but they don't serve us. They think they're elite. They put their hand on the glowing globalist orb. Okay, here's finally some good news today. I'll leave you. This is some good news I can leave you with. Alabama is going to protect the Confederate monuments. Alabama is going to protect its history. Some good news. Hey, you got to take good news when you get it. Finally, a state said, hey, we're not going to rewrite history. We're not going to change history. It might have been ugly, but we're not going to change it. It is what it is. History is history. You just don't rewrite history. Gee, okay. So we'll try to calm down and finish off the news here. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is good. The Pentagon is going to start hiring transgenders. Ha ha! That's all you can do. All you can do is laugh at these politicians now and the people in charge. I mean, all you can do is laugh at them. They're so stupid. Like I said, I don't have strong enough words for these morons and these idiots. I really don't. I mean, they must be laughing at us over in China and Russia. They must be laughing at us unbelievably, hysterically laughing at us. I mean, I don't want to go into it no more. Turkey's dictator. Oh, Turkey's dictator. All right, we'll just keep on looking for some good news. And incredibly, there was not very much good news today, was there? There never is. There never is, but we must keep abreast of the current events. Even though it may not be good news, I think it's good that we keep abreast of the current events. They're having problems over in Lebanon with the progressives. All right, we'll just recap with the most important news of the day. Donald Trump's out there touching the glowing orb. Now, apparently this glowing orb is in the Global Center for Combating Extremists. Here we go. It says here, I will never touch the orb, but we've been through this one. It's the weird glowing orb. I mean, who in the hell is advising Donald Trump? I know I said that once before, but whoever is advising Donald Trump, I think it's that little 36-year-old slumlord from New York. I mean, Donald Trump must be delusional. Delusional. And I think it was that 36-year-old slumlord that told him, oh, Donnie, Mr. Father-in-law, gently bow your head and let the king put the medal on there. Yeah, I mean, he probably says it real softly, too, like a little girl. Mr. President, Mr. Father-in-law, please bow your head so the king can put the medal on your head. Okay, sure, little sonny. All right, yes, I'll do that because you're married to Ivanka. You're married to my sweet little daughter, and I'll do anything you say, because nepotism will just destroy the White House, and who cares, because I'm 70 years old, and I'm not going to be around much longer, and they might even impeach me. When I get back, I might be impeached, so let me put the hand on the, I want to see what it feels like. Maybe that's why he's touching the damn orb. He wants to see how it feels, because he knows when he gets back that he might not have a job anymore. Yeah, okay, I'll give it to him. I'll give him that much. If he wants to experience touching the orb because they're going to impeach his ass, and quite frankly, now that we know that he's a globalist, now that we know he's an Illuminati tool, quite frankly, I'm not going to miss him. I'm not going to miss the hypocrite who lied to me, who lied to us, And anybody out there who believes Alex Jones, well, you're all delusional.